Scorpio, welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who are returning to watch another one of my videos, thank you so much for coming back. And to my Capella members, I love you dearly. You guys are the best. All right, so we're gonna get right into this, Scorpio. We're going to look into what is going on in love for you, what your person is thinking, feeling about you, okay? Or what else wants to come out for the end of February 2023. Okie dokie. So after that, we're going to go look into what else we need to know about your person, what this new moon in Pisces is activating in your connection with your person, and lastly, what guidance we have for this connection. There will be an extended reading for this video. The link to the extended is in the description box below. I will talk about more on what that extended entails at the end of this reading. All right, Cancer. I'm sorry, I just did Cancer. Scorpio. How is your person thinking and feeling about you? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What's going on with Scorpio's person? How are they thinking, feeling about them? Oh, this is the 10 of Spades. I am reading this as tarot because that is what my guides have asked me to do, and I comply with what they tell me to do. So we've got 10 of Spades, 10 of Swords, right? Bottom of the deck is the 8 of Cups. 8 of Hearts, all right? This says, I love you because you flatter me, all right? This says, I love you when you dance with me, okay? So, I got this straight away. Scorpio, you're dealing with someone who's just so done. We've been getting this energy for quite some time. It came out in my weekly for this week. If you haven't watched the weekly for the week of February, what, 13th to the 18th, 19th, something like that, I highly suggest that you watch that because the 10 of Swords came up in that reading, if I'm not mistaken. So your person's just so done. They're emotionally spent, depleted. It's like, I can't deal with this anymore. There's something about this pain and suffering, or they miss you so much, it's painful. They haven't talked to you in so long. It's eating them up inside. It's killing them. I'm hearing, I want to see you so badly that it's killing me, type of thing. I need to talk to you. It's killing me. I need to see you. I need to feel you. I need to touch you. I need to be next to you here. It's killing me. Like, this person's just like at their wit's end here. Okay, so it's like, I can't keep doing this anymore. And the 10 of Swords is like having this awakening after you've been through the ringer. You've been learning the same lesson over and over and over again, where it's overkill, and Spirit's like, I've had enough. I need you to open your eyes. I'm hearing Eyes Wide Shut. I need you to open your eyes with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. I don't know why I'm saying that. Maybe somebody's watching that movie, or somebody likes that movie, or whatever. There's something about that movie. This person, Scorpio, is saying to themselves, I cannot do this anymore. I can't. It's too painful. It hurts too much. All of this holding back is killing me. I mean, I'm feeling it. It's killing them. And they're like, lesson after lesson. The Swords are about lessons and learning and wisdom and communication even. Okay? This person's had the opportunity to communicate with you and they just haven't done it yet. And it's kind of like, why am I holding myself back? Why am I allowing myself to feel this? It's like this angst here. And it's kind of like, I cannot do this anymore. I just can't. I mean, I'm hearing it. I can't do this anymore. It's killing me. They're out there with Sen. I heard it again. 8 of Cups. I need to walk away from this. Why am I putting myself in this misery? Why am I allowing myself to miss this person so much? Why am I allowing myself to continue to just look at their photos and read their text messages and read their emails and and like being caught up in this fantasy world, or having these dreams and fantasies with my person and not me taking action on them. Why am I not doing something? Why am I not heading towards my 9, my 10 of cups? I'm hearing 10 of cups. I need to let the past go. I need to let go and let God. I got to not focus so much on what happened between us in the past. There is something about somebody who had a very, very difficult relationship, a very, very bad breakup, a very horrible divorce. It was miserable. It was taxing. It was grueling. It was daunting. It was just draining. Somebody was betrayed. Somebody was belittled badly. Someone was like really, really screwed over. This is like overkill, or like the burning. Somebody was really burned by someone. Someone was backstabbed repeatedly. And this person was dwelling on this and dwelling on this and dwelling on this. I'm not going to get into anything because I don't want this to happen ever again. But they were really shooting themselves in the foot, setting themselves up for failure going forward in relationships, because they got hung up on what was done to them. They got hung up on being a victim. And this also tied into you, Scorpio, where they were assuming that you were going to victimize them. And that is judgment. And this person's like, oh shit, this is my person, and I judged the wrong one. I allowed myself to stay in victim mode, and then I was continuously getting into victim mentality. When you are a victim, Scorpio, you attract the victim. That's how it works. Or somebody, if you're the victim, you attract somebody who likes to prey over the victims, to control them, to belittle them, to kind of like manipulate them. Oh, this is easy prey. They're in the victim energy. And your person, or you, Scorpio, continue to be in that victim energy, and you're attracting these people who are as low vibrational as you. Or this was in your past. Take it how it resonates. Be honest with your situation, your story. This person's like, I gotta stop being a victim. I gotta stop getting caught up in what was done to me in the past. I gotta let go of the past. I gotta walk away from the past. If the past is done, it's over. Yeah, I was screwed over. Yeah, I was betrayed. But that doesn't define me. It doesn't define my future relationships. It does not. And you can't put somebody in a box, and you can't judge somebody based off your past experiences with somebody else. How is that fair for the next person who comes into your world? It's not. So this person here, Scorpio, is like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I can't allow the past to keep me from experiencing beautiful things with this person who flatters me. With this person who just loves to do these simple things with me. There's something about music. You and your person have this thing about music. You send each other songs telepathically. Maybe you sent each other songs in the 3D. Maybe you used to dance together. You used to listen to music together, type of thing. And you would flatter this person. There's something about you having these musical abilities, singing abilities, guitar playing abilities, piano, whatever, writing music, composing music. I said singing, dancing maybe. Maybe you're a dancer, or they're a dancer, or whatever. Tiny Dancer, Elton John. You, Scorpio, or it's your person doing this to you if you're the cross watcher or whatever, but or no, if you are the one who's flattering the person, your person, Scorpio, they love your artistic talents. They love what it is that you do. They see what you're good at, and they continue to praise you for it. Okay? And you actually were not used to this, because some of you were used to disappointment. Some of you were used to people always saying, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Oh, you're a failure. You fucked up. That's the end of it. No soup for you, type of thing. you're not going anywhere. There's like feeling like a failure, feeling like a huge disappointment. But you, Scorpio, you would talk to this person in a way that was very different from everybody else. You saw past their flaws. You saw past their failures. Maybe you were dealing with somebody who canceled their commitments, who forgot about the dates that they set up with you, or who were backing off. Flip-floppiness, Two of Pentacles, changing their minds all the time. Disappearing when you're in the middle of a conversation, things like that. Their person may have thought that they failed you every time, Scorpio. But for some of you, you looked past that because you are in your divine energy. And when they would come back around or whatever you would talk again, you would still give him some sort of praise, some sort of recognition. You would still point out the things that they were good at instead of the things that they're not good at. This is when you are coming from your divine place, guys, and you're looking at that person through the eyes of God. You see them the way God sees them. You look past their flaws and their so-called failures. Because what really is a failure, guys? What really is a failure? Somebody told me if you're not failing, if you're not struggling, you're not working hard enough. You're not trying hard enough. That puts some perspective for me. So this person's realizing, like, why am I just like killing myself here, killing me softly with his song, right? I like the Fugees version of this. Who's the lead singer for it? I forgot. But it's not, she's the Fugees lead. I think she did it as a solo act. Oh my God, why am I forgetting her name? I see her face. She's got an amazing voice. This person's really reminiscing about those times that you guys were together. And those times that they would point out your strengths as opposed to your weaknesses. Or even when they pointed out your weaknesses, they helped to make them your strengths. And this person's reminiscing about all this with you, Scorpio, and it's been really hard for them. Because I'm hearing that you were the only one who got them. You were the only one who didn't see them as a failure, didn't see them as a disappointment, even though they were making the mistakes over and over again. Because you kind of knew what was going on behind the scenes, in a sense. You understand that people make mistakes. And that they have the opportunity to fix them, to learn from them. We can't learn other people's mistakes, guys. We can't learn other people's lessons. So this person's like, I love the fact that you flatter me regardless of how much I've failed you. I love the fact that you still point out my strengths. You still talk about the good side of me. You still talk about, you know, what I'm good at, what I'm talented at, or those types of things, instead of looking at those flaws. That's what true love is, guys. And they're walking away from that past where somebody just kept maybe literally telling them, you're such a failure, you're such a fraud, you're such a lowlife, you're just nothing, dead in the water. You're a picture of misery. Like, oh my God, like, what are you doing? And that person, that ex, whoever it was, they didn't help them. That ex-spouse or whatever was like, they didn't support you emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. This person may have you may have walked away from this person. They may have walked away from you, or your person is finally walking away from this individual who caused them some complete misery and destruction and just like dealing with a painful ending with them. But there's also somebody here who's literally relocating. They're moving. They could be moving to where you are. They could be, it's a change of heart. It's a change of interest. They've gone on this spiritual quest to heal from this betrayal, to heal from this divorce, to heal from these very harsh, rough conditions. They have gone on this quest to find their holy grail, to rejuvenate, to purify themselves of this really dark Ten of Swords energy. Again, the awakening. They went through a massive spiritual quest, and there, some of them, guys, for those of you who are in alignment, your person's awakened now. They realize they cannot repeat the same karmic lessons over and over again and continue to get the same result. There's an ending here. It's the end of a chapter. It's the final chapter. It's the final countdown. 10. We reached the top. It's now time to start over. It's a new horizon. It's a new beginning. We're not going to experience this ever again. When you stop feeling like a victim, you stop experiencing situations where you feel like a victim. And this person's realizing this. I need to move away from this damn energy because it's not doing me any good. So they're like, I'm done. I'm done holding back. I'm done with repeating the same behaviors, the same patterns. I'm done with keeping silent. I'm done with feeling like a failure. I'm done with this past of who people betrayed me, people who backstabbed me. I'm letting it go. I'm letting all that shit go because I see a person who loves to do what I do. There is some strong memory that, like, if you actually dance together with this person or listen to music with this person or something, that, you know, it was innocent, it was fun, you guys were having a fantastic time. And they were always giving you compliments, no matter what. They were pointing out these good things about you, and they're like, I need that in my life. That's what's important for me. I need somebody who's going to support me that way, who's going to actually, you know, they want to dance with me. They want to listen to music with me. They want to do these simple things, things that I like to do. Someone who loves it when I play, when I sing, when I play guitar, when I sing a song, or when I write, when I paint, when I do something creative. They like the way I speak. They like the way I think. They like the conversations we have. They like my jokes. I'm going to head towards that now. That's what I'm getting. They're like totally leaving the past behind, but they're also leaving the place that they've ever known. They're leaving family, friends, jobs. It's a complete about face with that 8 of Cups I'm getting. They know there's something better, and they're going after the something better, and that something better is you. And that's also for those of you, if you're continuing to get into connections with people who continue to backstab you, or they break up, or there's some sort of like, they're not what you thought it would be, you got to start working on yourself. You got to go find your own happiness and work on your emotional fulfillment so that you can attract the right person. Wow, I didn't have to say anything. What did I say about destruction in the material world? There's also somebody here having a change of career. I mean, there is a huge change of something in this person, in this connection. Look who's at the bottom of the deck. Bound. The devil. That Ten of Swords. Devil energy, being bound, that's you being in victim energy, or your person being in victim energy. Where you lower your light, you give your power away, and you let every single person run over you. When you don't see your own light and you get back up to shine it, and you say to yourself, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to put myself in a corner. I'm not a victim. I'm a victor. When you are feeling like a victim, Scorpio, you are bound by the devil. That's the devil to get you to think that you will not come out of the situation, that this pain and suffering is never going to end, that you're tied to that this betrayal is going to be there forever and a day. It's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. It's no, unless you give power to that entity to make you stay in that place. When you are feeling like a victim and you're totally focusing on what was done to you, instead of learning the lessons from it, you're actually giving more power to the devil than you're giving to God. Guess what that does? That fuels that darkness and affects the rest of the collective. And it affects you more so in such a way where it pushes you further into the dark until you learn to get back up off that floor in the Ten of Swords and say, fuck this. I'm not a victim. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. This devil has no power over me, because it doesn't, Scorpio. It doesn't. That's what the devil wants you to get you to think. You have no light, Scorpio. You're mine. You're bound to me, to the material world. I rule you. You can't do anything without money. You can't do anything without love. You can't do anything without this. You can't do anything without relationships. I control you. That's dangerous. Somebody here was really in a destructive world because they were so tied to the material world. Money, things, sex, drugs, addiction, power, control, unhealthy attachments, toxic relationships. It's like this person's, I'm so done. I'm done with this job. I'm done with these fake friends. I'm done with thinking that I need to have money to make something of myself, to be successful, that it dictates who I am. I'm done being bound to this guy. It's a final chapter. I'm done playing a victim. Because that was causing self-destruction. Their world was in a total shambles here. Everything around them was falling apart. Things were not working out. Karma was hitting them. These are like karmic connections. The devil is ruled by Saturn in tarot. Saturn is a lord of karma. We talked about repeating the same behaviors, not learning the lessons. This is like tower energy, divine intervention. God's coming in to destroy this person's world and say, this is not who you're supposed to be bound by. The material world is not your focus. It does not make you who you are. You are bound to God, not the devil. So this person had a really huge spiritual awakening. And God was really trying to get them to wake up. You are not bound by the devil. You are my child. You are of the divine light, not of the dark. This person's world was hard upside down. There were finances and career affecting this connection. This person was just tunnel vision on money, on things, on status. on jobs. I need to have this salary. I need to make this money. I need to have this car. I need to have this house. I need to have these articles of clothing. Okay. Now keep in mind, this could be you, Scorpio, because we could even be dealing with a relationship with yourself, not just your person. When I say love reading, it doesn't have to be about your person, even though I said thinking and feeling. We could definitely be talking about your relationship with yourself. Especially if your energies are depleted, especially if you're dead in the water, you can't do anything else, and that job is strenuous and that job is killing you. Why are you still in it? It doesn't make any sense. You're still in it. Why? Because the devil's saying, I need you to be stressed out, Scorpio. I need you to fall on the floor. I need for your energy to be depleted because you can't shine your light. You can't do your light work. You can't attract what it is that you're manifesting. If you are in the 3D world, guys, and you are tied to that, and you think that the only money that comes to you is through that job, you are of the 3D world too, and not just in it. Because God is your source and supply. Not man, not your job, not your spouse, not the devil for damn sure. He wants to make you think that. So some of you are being asked to change careers, change jobs, leave the material world for good, and watch how things change. There may be some of you, you may be experiencing a tower moment soon with this destruction card, because some of you have been told to leave the material world, or to leave that strenuous job, or whatever it is that's killing you, it's depleting your energy spiritually, mentally, physically, and you haven't done it. God's going to do it for you. This could very well be what God did this for your person as well. Again, take how it resonates. This material world is killing you, Scorpio, or it's killing your person. And God's like, enough. Enough of this bullshit is what I'm hearing. Okay? So we're going to look into what this full moon in... I keep saying full moon. I want to say full moon in Leo for whatever reason. The new moon in Pisces. What this new moon in Pisces is activating in your connection. This new moon in Pisces occurs on February 25th at 2:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 1 degree of Pisces, right at the beginning. Okay? Check to see where Pisces is in your chart, what house it's in, and what planets are there. That's what's going to be activated the most, what's going to be illuminated the most with this new moon in Pisces. All right, let's see what is being activated in the connection between Scorpio and their person. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. There's somebody here who's been getting this message to leave their job. They know they're not happy there. This is faking your happiness, thinking that everything is okay at the job, enabling unhealthy attachments, being dishonest with yourself and others, that everything is all fine and dandy when it isn't. Staying in something for the wrong reasons. The job, the toxic relationship. You know what this is. Why are you still there? You are bound by fear, because you're saying, how am I going to pay the bills? How am I going to feed my kids? I know this is hard, guys, because I've been through this, but you've got to have a leap of faith in this. God is your only source and supply. He always provides what you need. Always. And when he sees that you have that faith, he sees that you can live life happy with less than what you had, without that 6-figure salary, whatever salary it is you're making, he will bless you with way more than you can imagine. But how many people really talk about that? How many people really believe that? That's the sad thing. They'd rather be stressed out and physically, mentally, emotionally depleted and have no energy for fun things, have no energy to do their light work, have no energy to enjoy life. You're not living when you're Ten of Swords, Scorpio. And your person is obviously not living when they're Ten of Swords. That's no way to live. We all know stress and depletion of energies. Those are demonic energies right there. He doesn't want you to have the wealth that is due to you, to have the abundance that is your birthright. He doesn't want you to help others. He doesn't want you to focus on your mission work. He wants you to be afraid of losing your house, of not having food to eat, of not having clothes on your back, of not having gas for your car. He wants you to be afraid of all those things when God is the one who can give you those things. I know, I've been there, but I'm still here. I'm still fed. I'm still sheltered. I may not have my own place again just yet, but I know what's coming. God has never failed me because God is not the one to fail us ever. He's always still giving me what I needed when I needed it. He's always come through, and usually he comes in at the last second. First chakra. I think I said there's a root chakra issue in here. Yes, there's a lot of fear surrounding money here. Because you're so tied to the material world. You feel safer when you have money, when you have a house, when you have creature comfort things. Without it, you freak out. Without it, you doubt, you worry, you stress. A lot of you need to work on your root chakra. That's the first chakra. The energy of the root chakra supports our sense of safety in a physical world and reminds us to enjoy our physical bodies. Safety in the physical world. You are safe in the material world, guys, but you have to understand that the devil doesn't supply you or source you. God does. God provides for you. So this new moon in Pisces is activating this. It's going to, you are being asked to start working on clearing your root chakra here. And when your root chakra is out of alignment, guys, your whole kundalini, all your chakras are out of alignment, and that causes distortion. It causes scattered energies. It causes this huge loss of energy, and you're so out of alignment that the energies are so scattered, you're drawing in more of this dark energy. One thing happens after the other because you keep drawing it in, because your energies are so low. Bottom of the deck is intimacy. The energy of intimacy supports us trusting that we are safe to allow closeness. This is I'm hearing intimacy with God. You connecting with God on your own and not really focusing so much on this 3D world. If I was still stuck in that, it would have been a disaster for me. It could have been Ten of Swords, and it was Ten of Swords when I got stripped of everything. But that was for good reason, because God's like, I'm totally pulling you away from that material world. It was a massive test for me. And God wanted to see, let's see how Jess does with all of that. Let's see what she does when she has to move 1,000 miles away, move back in with her parents. Let's see if she gives up her mission work. Let's see if she starts to freak out about the money, about where she's going to live now, or how she's going to get her own place, and how she's going to get a new car, because my car is about to crap out. You see the whole point in all this. Do you see me worried? Do you see me stressed out? No. Why? Because this isn't a thing for me anymore. This person, I'm not tied to this anymore. I am so close with God, it's not even funny. And I don't worry I don't give a shit about where the money's coming from. I don't worry about it anymore because God's always giving to me what it is that I need. I have this very intimate relationship with God here that I don't worry about this. And things are going up. We all know the price of eggs. Everyone's joking about the price of eggs. And you know what? When I went to buy my organic eggs the other day at Target, I said, shit, man. $6.19? They used to be, what, $4.39, $4.19? It's just $2, guys. And my ego, the devil was like, oh, Jess, that's expensive. You might need those $2 later on down the line. And I said, no. I'm going to buy the eggs anyway. God knows that I eat organic eggs. It's part of my power breakfast every morning. It's what gets me into an excellent energetic space so I can do my light work and do my channeling and do whatever else I need to do, keep me in a high vibration. I need those eggs to sustain me, to give me nourishment, to give me the protein that I need and the energy that I need. So I looked at that price and I said, okay, I'll pay the $6.19. Okay, gas is going up again. Okay, things are more expensive. Okay, yeah, I'm only bringing in this much a month. All right, sure. I'll still go purchase it because I know God is still going to allow me to give me the funds to be able to continue to buy $6.19 eggs, organic eggs. When you get to that place, Scorpio, and this is also coming from your person too. It could be both of you. When you get to that place, you are completely in alignment with God. That proves that you are not of the 3D world, that you are just living in it. And that amount of freedom that you get by living life that way, holy shit, it's the most glorious thing you could ever experience. And yeah, sometimes it does get me. The fear creeps in and the devil tries to tell me all this shit. How are you going to get your own house, Jess? How are you going to get a new car? Because everybody knows that my car is about to die type of thing. But I'm telling you, God's been putting miracles on my car. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. God makes the impossible possible. And I'm like, no, devil, I'm not looking at it like that. I'm not looking at the 3D world. I'm not looking at it that way anymore because I know God's going to do some amazing things. Because God is the one who makes the impossible possible. God can destroy and He can build things up in the blink of an eye. He can pull the rug from underneath you and He can bring you to an incredible amount of wealth overnight. It can happen because why? It's God. So either somebody, your person, needs to break the chains from this entity here, and my candle went out, or God's going to do it for them, or they've already gone through this. They're leaving the 3D world behind, those high-paying jobs, the family, the friends, whatever, change a career even. Some of them are now following their passions. They're doing what they love, something with music, someone with the arts, something with dancing, whatever this is, dance studio, art studio, music studio, whatever it is. They're following what it is that they want to do. And the devil's like, you're going to make money off of that? Don't believe me, just watch. It's like Bruno Mars, okay? It's like, I'm not focusing on the money of this anymore. I'm going to trust that whatever I want to pursue, whatever I want to do, God's going to give me more by doing what I love, by pursuing my mission, my talents, than what I was making before. That intimacy card. I'm also getting that this devil is trying to pull your person back into the material world because they're like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done with not taking action. I'm done with not heading towards my 10 of Cups. The joy, the bliss, the happy family, the happy marriage here. 10 of Cups is also like, 8 of Cups is leading towards a 10 about this intimacy with this person, emotional intimacy. okay? That helps to raise the vibration of you and your person, of the planet. There's something about somebody now, what's activating with this new moon in Pisces on February 20th, it's helping this person to be safe with you with regards to emotional intimacy. Also with regards to letting go of the material world. It's like a whole bunch of things. A lot of changes are going on in this person's life right now. And this new moon in Pisces, right? New moons are about beginnings. Pisces, that's the romance. That is the imagination. It's spirituality. It's the 5D realm. Piscean energy is the higher realms, the higher frequencies. And this is the new moon in Pisces helping Scorpio or your person to be more rooted in the ground, to connect more with nature. They're not bound to the devil. They need more of a closeness with God. And when they get there, they will feel a lot more safe. They will feel a lot more secure. When your root chakra is healed, when it's completely cleared, you don't worry about money. You don't worry about safety. You don't worry about what shelter is going to be over your head. You're not going to be worrying about paying your bills because you have this closeness with God. And on top of that, again, this person is having the strength to come forward, to feel safe with being emotionally intimate with you, to be vulnerable, to expose their dark side, to really talk about their flaws or something here that may seem a little devilish, the shadow side of themselves. It could be a lot of things. So let's see what guidance we have for this connection. What guidance do we have for love? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. So guys, I'm going to go to the extended. For those of you who are going to the extended, I'm going to give you this love guidance card. The extended is going to entail what is blocking your person, what they're struggling with right now, aside from this material world thing. It could give us more insight on that. What's happening next in your connection or with you. And we're going to get messages from your person to see what they wanted to tell you on Valentine's Day that they just couldn't say. We have dating. And maturity. Yeah, some of you are in toxic connections, karmic connections. And they're not who you think they are. Devil energy. Bottom of the deck is maturity. Spiritual maturity. Okay? Going to your guides. I see the Hermit with this mastery. Knowing thyself, the wisdom. All right? Some of you, you go straight into having sex. All right? Not going to lie because the devil's right here. 3D world. Money, job, sex, drugs, alcohol, rock and roll, whatever. Rock and roll's fine, but dating here. This is about somebody being chivalrous to you. Someone who is planning the date, who is going to be being generous and kind and warm-hearted. Again, this is chivalry. This is somebody who's like doting on the female here. This is courtship. A lot of us don't go through the courtship phase when we are with somebody because we go straight to wanting to be boyfriend, girlfriend. We want to go straight into the sex part of it. We want to go straight into, I don't know, the material world aspect of this. The whole dating thing has kind of like gone away, and they want me to read the book. And I haven't read the book in the other readings, but they want me to read it here. But when you go through this courtship phase here, Scorpio, you're getting to know the person. before you get into something that is toxic, before you get betrayed, before you end up being victimized, before you end up being backstabbed. All right? There's something about, for some of you jumping the gun, this could also be your person who just didn't want to go through the dating phase. They didn't believe in courtship. They didn't believe in getting to know the person. They just wanted the sex and then that was it. They just wanted the money. They just wanted this. They wanted that. They wanted to show off, maybe. Okay? Take it how it resonates. But there's a sense of needing the maturity here where you're really taking the time to get to know somebody. And when you see the red flags, you bail. And some of you may be seeing the red flags, but you're not bailing. So the dating card says that getting to know you time offered by dating can be invaluable. The concept of courtship may seem quaint these days, but most of us are familiar with the more modern term dating. Our society has changed enormously in the last century, but the profound effects of meeting someone attractive and falling in love have not. The opportunities that courtship offered are often completely overlooked today. The process of courtship made it clear over time whether or not the people involved were genuinely interested in each other. A suitor had to be determined, and the person being courted had a chance to observe how the suitor behaved, creating the chance for both to exercise some perspective and objectivity. Dating allowed more freedom than courtship in that the couple may have time to be alone together. Dating was seen as a legitimate process whereby the pair deliberately spend time getting to know one another. Of course, these systems aren't perfect, but compare them to what we have now. Many relationships are hurriedly formed and are often a fait accompli by the time friends and family find out. The lack of support and guidance in the headlong rush to get into a relationship can be devastating, not just for younger people. As we mature, we don't always become wiser in love, so the getting to know you time offered by courtship and or dating can be invaluable. You have drawn this card today because the universe would like you to contemplate what you tend to overlook when you meet someone new, or what you may have overlooked when you became involved with your current partner. Consider what you can learn from these experiences and what you can learn about yourself. It can make a big difference to how you approach the soulmate you want to be with and can help you communicate your feelings and expectations about the relationship more clearly to your current partner. If you have teenage children, it may also be useful to talk with them about the benefit of taking their time and considering matters of the heart thoroughly before they become involved. I'm going to be completely honest. I did not go through a dating phase. And I only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 real relationships. One being a 10-year marriage. I didn't really date. Probably the closest person that I was dating was the person that I ended up marrying, who I'm not married to anymore. But my problem was I went from one relationship to the other one. I just wanted to start the relationship. And then when I saw the red flags, I did not heed them. And that ended up leading me to be betrayed by every single person. And it wasn't that many. I didn't go through a dating phase. I wasn't trying to see what other fish were in the sea and just kind of, okay, let's go on a couple of dates. There was one time that I was dating someone and I saw a major red flag and I put the kibosh on that because I learned that time, I was like, oh. And there was something where it was like trying to move too fast or whatever, trying to get into a relationship. And then all of a sudden, oh shoot, I saw the red flags and I was like, nope, 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 and nope. That saved me from some other crazy shit, right? But anyway, you're being encouraged to go through a courtship phase. This may also be that your person didn't really do that. Maybe didn't do that with you, right? They were immature. It's like, no, I don't want to be dating. I don't want the courtship. I want to go straight for the gusto type of thing. Again, take it how it resonates. But it's like we really got to get back into really getting to know each other. And as soon as you see the red flags, guys, heed them because they're going to prevent you from experiencing something way worse, a horrible breakup, a divorce, And I'm not going to lie, and I love my ex-husband dearly, not in the same way that I did, but I saw the red flags with the person that I ended up marrying, and I ended up getting divorced. That could have been prevented, but that's the way the cookie crumbled, and I had to learn some serious lessons from that marriage, from that thing, okay, from that person too, and about myself. So we're going to move on to the extended now, Scorpio. So I can't wait to see you there. The link is in the description box below. If you go to capellawellness.com, click on the extended video section in the header of my website. It's my Patreon website, okay? So you just go sign in there and go purchase the extended that you want. If you're looking for the Scorpio one, just look for what it says Scorpio. Look for end of February 2023. We're going to look into, again, what they're struggling with, what's blocking your person, what is coming next in your connection with your person, and what they didn't say to you on Valentine's Day that they really wanted to say. All right. So if this is resonating with you, I'm going to see you over there. If this is where I leave you, Scorpio, thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today, and always I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jasmine, Capella Wellness.